What's going on, everybody? You're listening to 91.3 FM WTSR at the College of New Jersey, and this is the weekly Smash Wrap. We bring you stories from the underground world of Smash Ultimate here at TCNJ, throughout New Jersey and the world. I'm Oscar Wildfan69, and this is
Casey. Listen, Owen, we have a very exciting episode today. We have a very special guest with us once again. This time we have someone who has really improved throughout the past several semesters. He just debuted on the power rankings this past fall at number 9. We have PMA's very own, the Mr. Game & Watch savant, Miker.
Thank you.
Let's
Thanks
go.
for having me.
And before we get into it real quick, I'd like to give you guys a foretaste of what's to come. We have the stacked major Cavalier Clash, which Tri-State has just popped off at and will continue to pop off at. And we also have Gray Beat Who? That's right, a fun activity involving TCNJ Pocket characters. And finally, a very, very interesting rider, which we'll get into right after we check in with our good pal Miker.
So, Miker, it has been a lot of stuff going on over the past several semesters, but I feel like you've really improved. And, this past semester in the fall, you debuted at number 9. So I just wanted to ask, sort of what helped, I guess, sort of facilitate that improvement, and, what do you think really worked for you, and, how do you plan on growing this coming semester?
It really all starts with the summer right before this last semester. I finally had a chance to start going to more locals that were outside of the collegiate scene, like TCNJ and Ryder. So I started going to one called Center Stage, which was probably the best local I could go to. It's incredibly stacked. And when I started going, people like Zamba and Jackal were regulars and showing up. And I'll be honest, I just went 0-2 multiple times at those locals.
I feel that.
They're really hard. I feel like going 1-2 at that local is almost the equivalent of going to top 8 at like a TCNJ local.
Oh, for sure.
So
No, facts.
just getting pushed that hard really wakes something up in you. And it was interesting. I also kind of took a little bit of a break after I started going to those locals, and I took like a 2-month break right before. I was playing a lot of Multiversus, and that didn't help, I'm sure.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Well, I don't blame you for taking a break, because the NJ Smash experience, losing constantly, it's
taxing.
it warps your soul.
It's rough, yeah. And then I never stopped playing. I was just stopped competitively playing. I never really play online, and I kind of just every day I would log in, whatever. I would play against level 9 CPUs just to make sure my inputs are still good. And that was kind of it. And that is where we'll get into later the Falco originated from.
Oh,
sometimes
really?
I just play other characters, and I was like, this guy's fun. But yeah, then getting into the semester, I really don't know what clicked. I think I started realizing that I need to not hold forward, play a little more lane. And I think I was improving with my combo game, and stuff just started clicking in neutral. I was just getting reads, and the stuff was happening. And, there's a lot of players that I've played at our TCNJ and Ryder locals, and I was like, I know I can do it. I just need to do it and have the right day to do it. And, stuff finally started to click in my head, and it just, started improving.
It's interesting that you say that, how part of your improvement was learning to slow down. I feel like it's a very common good player experience. When they really start to get good, it's when they realize they can react instead of just mashing.
Yeah. I play Game & Watch, so it's kind of like a trap that you just tend to fall into. I have there's a million little jokes I have. I call it Game & Watch brain, where there's stuff you just do because Game & Watch enables you to, and you don't really think about how it's not a good habit to have. And when you start to use those habits in an actual thoughtful manner, using your down air to come down, if you just wait, people are going to try to cover it, and you could just wait a second and then use it, and then you actually you get a punish off of something that people would consider a bad habit.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think that's kind of helped you, really improve. And I feel like even when we've played each other, I've definitely felt the improvement going from when we first played, when it wasn't, I guess, as close.
No, it wasn't. I mean, you were the first person I ever played in a tournament.
Really? Oh, wow.
So you were my introduction to it.
Fun fact. I mean, you learn something new every day. But yeah, how has this semester been going in terms of your play? Because I know you got a win over Apokwa. You made top 16 at the first F Troop. And yeah, how has it been going so far?
It's been interesting. I at Ryder, I always feel like I play better, and then at the first F Troop, I just for whatever reason stuff clicked. And when I was playing Apoko, it was all the stuff I said before. I was just finding things in neutral. I was getting good. I got like very good down smash reads, which sometimes I just struggle to actually find on people because, like I said, it's Game Watch. You kind of just mash it. I was waiting and getting roll reads and stuff,
Yeah.
and just getting good callouts in neutral.
Mm-hmm.
There was like one stock I took that all of my friends like freaked out about, especially like Chris because he plays Joker. He forgot. So like we all know the Arsene recovery is not great.
Yeah.
With Game Watch's down air, you can down air through the stage if you time it right when they do an Arsene up B.
Yes.
And I got that, and that was like a really big. Just it motivated and it kind of switched the tide, and I felt a lot more comfortable after that. I feel like that might have been a little bit of a morale shake on Apokwa. So I kind of just managed to get through the rest of that set, and then who did I lose to? Ice on deck. He plays three characters that do quite well in the game watch, and he plays Rosalina, which is famously horrific.
Yeah.
And that's probably my first time playing an actual Rosalina player, and it was still, it was a 2-0, but I could say it was a close 2-0.
Hey, it was close
Oh,
though.
let's go.
Which is great. Then who else did I play? I don't remember who I beat set after that. Someone else. And then I lost to Brian, which he pulls out Wario game 1, because another fun fact, Brian and I have never played before.
Wow.
In an actual bracket, we play like every side bracket. He pulls out the Wario, and I 0 to death him in like 20 seconds. And then he just it's literally like light rolling up sleeves. He just like leans in. He's like, all right. And then he brings it to last stock, and I clean it up that for game 1. And then he pulls out the K rule, which I fought Krugbo when I one of my center stages, and that was he definitely won, but I could say I put up a fight. It was close, so I'm okay at the K roll matchup. 2 very close games. Brian clutches out, and that's my first F Troop.
Yeah.
Hey, K-Roll matchup's really important at TCNJ.
It is
For sure.
And then the last F Troop, it was an off day for me. Didn't go amazing, so I felt a little weird during Squad Strike, and I was like low key debating just like maybe I just don't play singles. And I was like, you know what, I'm here. I might as well play. Didn't go amazing. Close games, but sometimes that happens.
Yeah, it happens. But I think overall you've been doing a lot better, and I feel like that's good to hear. The last question I had for you for this little mini interview, I guess, is when we were at Ryder, the first Ryder, I saw you beat Tempo, and obviously that's a very big win, getting a win over a top 5 TCNJ player last semester. And I saw the game. Actually, I saw the game against you and Chris 6-6-4-2, and you were playing Falco. And I was really confused.
Oh yeah.
So tell me a little bit more about the Falco. Like, is it real, or is it just like you're just messing around with a new character?
I have a notes app list on my phone, and it's like 15 characters that I also play, and I have them ranked on like what the best ones I have are.
Okay.
And so I just have like a million for fun characters that I'll just like keep up to play in friendlies and stuff like that. But it was last semester at one of the Rider tournaments. I was playing with Apokwa.
Yeah.
And I was playing Falco because I was like, I'm having a lot of fun with Falco. I'm going to play Falco. And Apokwa and I were playing in friendlies before, and he was like, dude, like, just keep playing the Falco. He's like, it's real. I believe in it. Because like I was like weirdly doing okay against Sentinels Rob in friendliends with the Falco, and he's like, dude, you got to keep doing it. And
The Miker Falco is real.
I was like, okay. And then we got winter break, and I'm like, I'm gonna actually like practice these combos. I started getting like the fair loops and all that kind of stuff. I started practicing like all the drag downs. I started exploring and just theory crafting all sorts of combos that I like to use. And
have you ever talked to Steve Moses? How does his tag go?
Split the Red Sea with a Beyblade.
Yeah, that guy.
Is that what that means? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's the acronym.
At King last year, we played in friendlies before, and I remember he played Crom, and I was like, did you drop Falco? He's like, no, I just hate playing Falco Game Watch. I was like, you could probably play it. I don't know how this character works. And he actually gave me the quickest 5-minute rundown of like how that matchup works.
Nice.
But if he comes to a tournament, I'm gonna talk to him. But long story short, it's getting more real.
Okay.
I kind of like don't always love playing Game & Watch. He gets a little boring. I like
True.
doing combos and like long strings, and Falco is a character that can do that, and you can kind of make your own combo sometimes, and that's something I find very enjoyable. So honestly, if the Falco gets real enough, he might become the actual main, and
Ooh.
the Game & Watch could go away.
Uh-oh.
But, you know, Game & Watch is such a strong character, but I think he's almost stronger as a pocket sometimes,
Yeah, for sure.
Mm.
just to
So,
pull out against people who don't know it as well.
yeah.
No, that's true. Even like Shineburst was thinking before he quit the game, like he was gonna play Game and Watch just for like bad matchups with Roy. So he's definitely a strong pocket character. I'm curious. So the Falco, you said one day you just started cooking with him in friendlies. Do you ever like attach to Star Fox or anything like that, or like one day you just hopped on Elite Smash and it was like, this is gonna be another one of my characters?
I like sometimes like I play all bunch of random stuff on my Switch all the time. Like sometimes I'll do like a character lockout against level 9 CPUs. So I was probably just playing Falco one day and I was like, this character's kind of fun. And then I just kept doing it, and then I was like, maybe I'll watch a couple combo videos. And I was like, all right, that's pretty fun. And I just kind of sometimes like I just keep clicking on characters during that week. Like, you know, I've had a Roy, I used to have a Marth. Like there was like a week I probably was playing Kazi because I was like, I want to hit a zero to death. Like I just will like look at a character and be like, I wanna learn how to do that.
Dude, Micro Kazuya would
That would be crazy.
you would be the GOAT of
I
TCH.
would- no.
You would be better than Xavier if you picked up Kazuya right now.
You would channel the spirit of Wilmer Amaya.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
This
goodness.
last month I've been playing a
Malevolent
lot
motion.
of Mario for whatever reason. I was
The
like, I want to
Mario?
like try to like. Dazuba's Mario makes me so mad because he's like the mashiest Mario I've ever seen in my life, and I was like, it can't be that hard, and it's not that hard. It's pretty
Oh my
easy. You kind of
goodness.
just click the up airs and the back airs, and I'm like, this character's a little too easy sometimes, but
For sure.
it's just how it goes.
Dude, at this level of Smash, Mario, it's like, as long as you know your advantage state, Mario is like the easiest thing in the world.
Oh
Just
my
get
God.
one grab, and that's it.
For real.
That's the game, and you're cooked. And with that, I'd like to switch our attention, if everyone's cool with that, to the Ryder event that just happened.
Let's go.
Get started on that. And if you don't mind, I'd like to set the scene for you.
Ooh.
So I was jonesing to play Smash this week. I was just, gotta play Smash. But then I see on the Discord, Tempo says, you know, I don't think I'm gonna do Ryder. I'm gonna go to the musical. I'm like, no.
No.
And then I see Chris Wampum says, I'm not feeling Ryder. I'm like, no.
Oh.
But then, so I'm despairing. I'm like, do I even go to Ryder? Do I just sit in my room alone and sad for the night? But then I see, Alleluia. Chris asks me, you know what? I changed my mind. Would you like to drive me to Ryder? I'm like, yes!
Let's go. Chris Womp saving the day once again.
And then Tempo, quick side tangent. Shineburst asked me to talk about this. He just drummed for the TCNJ musical, so
Oh, yeah. Let's go, Kenny.
That's my little.
Yeah, another fun fact. Kenny is Micro's Lil in the PMA,
Oh, yeah.
which is pretty sick. So
I just saw the show yesterday. I did the 2:00 show. Great. It was very funny.
awesome.
He did a great job in the pit. You know, shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Kenny, man. That's awesome. And also, of course, you performed as well. So congratulations.
congrats,
to
congrats.
You performed, right?
Not at that, but you know, I perform a lot
Oh.
in general. Yeah, you could just use that as an overarching one.
Yeah,
I performed in the
yeah.
last month.
Yeah. Trust.
Anyway,
Segue.
musical theater aside, so I go into Ryder, and it's a small bracket, and I'm noticing one particular detail. One of the best players in the room is Wob. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, could this be the first Ryder that Wob wins? There was a chance.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, while I'm having this thought, I see Menshu walk in.
Oh.
And on Twitter, a couple of days before, Menshu had posted a PNG of Donkey Kong asking if somebody could print it out. And he promised 5 Nelsons to whoever printed it out.
Five Nelson coin?
That's what,
Or
I
five?
think that's
Or
what
is
that
it
means.
5 Nelson coins or $5 in Nelson coin?
That's a tough one. I don't know. Is it like dollar coins where it has a Nelson's face on it?
Well, I don't know. All I know is that it's going to the moon.
We gotta ask him for the conversion rate on Twitter.
But then what happens is a day later he posts a picture of him holding the PNG of Donkey Kong in his hand with Meebo.
With Meebo?
With Meebo in the picture.
Wait, I actually don't know about this.
Meebo printed out the picture of Donkey Kong.
Oh,
for him.
Meebo
yeah.
did?
Yeah, I think so.
For real?
Yeah, I think there's a picture of
Yo,
him
Meebo-
at Ryder just holding up this printed picture of Donkey Kong.
Yo, Meebo's the GOAT. There's
And
no way. Hold on. I'm looking at this right now. I have not seen this.
But then Menchu, at the day of Ryder, walks into the room and he holds up a piece of cardboard with Sharpie on it. And it says, with the picture of Donkey Kong pasted onto it, we need to ban cargo throw.
It's so true. We do need to ban cargo throw.
And that is what kicked off Ryder. And if we're looking at the bracket here, we have Sentinel doing a character lockout. We have TFJ, who's won several of these. And then we had a big TCNJ turnout with me, Casey, BJR, Apokwa. So kind of a stacked bracket TCNJ-wise. We also had Tempo. And we had a couple interesting placements. So, this segment's wrapping up in a couple minutes, so maybe our round one, you might want to wait till the next one.
So, Tempo got 7th.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tempo.
He
He got
did do
7th.
that.
You want to talk about that first? You want to talk about that first?
Yeah, I would be delighted. Let's talk about that first.
Listen, it winners top 16. He had to play a Poco on stream, and to the surprise of I guess just me. I guess everyone else saw it coming, but he played Ken and Greninja.
That's right.
Mhm.
He does not play Diddy Kong anymore, I don't think.
Yeah.
Very sad, but also no.
And he won in an intense, like extremely intense game 3 set. Definitely would recommend watching the VOD of that set later.
Was it like
because-
last stock, last hit?
Yeah, I mean, Connor was at like 130 last stock. It was wild. And, Sentinel was on the mic, and obviously he's going crazy
course.
because Sentinel be
Probably
hyping up
talking about
everybody.
Nelson Coin.
Yeah, probably talking about Nelson Coin, but was also popping off over, Tempo getting the big win. And, I mean, yeah, it's a big moment, I think, for Tempo. I mean, we're seeing him have this, sort of change of heart,
No, I
playing-
think I see what you're
going
talking
back to
about
his
now.
roots.
Oh, yes.
And now he's doing what feels like better than ever. I mean, he did lose to Sentinel's DDD, but he did defeat Users Loading to make it into top 8 of this tournament, which is no small feat. SPR of +1.
Oh, it was an SPR +1. Well, how about that? Tempo, he's been a little frustrated with Smash Ultimate lately, but I feel like he's just kind of like, I don't know, I feel like he's zen and detached now. He's like, I don't care, I'm playing Ken and Greninja. These are the characters I like. Having more fun, and in my experience, having more fun usually means better results.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for
I mean, do you feel that way like with your Falco? Because I honestly think your Falco is kind of better than Game & Watch.
Like he's so much more fun because it's more rewarding to
Yeah.
like get a kill with him
Yeah.
compared to Game & Watch, and like it's nice to have a real kill confirm for the first time ever in my life.
Well,
And with that,
No,
real
down smash
quick,
doesn't count.
before we keep going,
That's not a kill confirm. You can back out of it.
before we keep going, that's going to do it for this segment. We'll be right back with more Ryder. See you soon. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're enjoying the show. Real quick, before we get back into it, if you're interested in following the host on Twitter, you can find me at O_Buck_King, and you can find Casey at CaseyNoah. And if you'd like to listen to the show after it airs, you can find the YouTube link on my Twitter. That's O_Buck_King. Thank you so much for listening, and let's get back into it. Welcome back, everybody, to the weekly Smash Wrap. We just got done. We just started talking about Ryder, my mistake. And we still have an interesting set to get back to. That is Tempo versus Ipokwa, the Greninja Ken Master, versus the Bonafide Persona 5 Fanatic.
yeah, this is a very interesting set. As we mentioned earlier on the previous segment, Apokwa has, he's been doing really well, and Tempo has kind of been up and down in terms of like what characters he wants to play and how he's been performing. But I think Tempo got this really close win. So Miker, I know you wanted to talk a little bit more about like Apokwa versus like Greninja specifically. I mean, are you able to talk a little more about that?
Yeah, so crazy throwback right now. If any of you remember Turtfriend, I think that's how you say his tag, he was PR'd, I think, for just one semester and then disappeared. But I remember I was talking to AJ about it, I think, last semester, and I asked him, I was like, so how did that set go? I remember you lost to him, and he's like, dude, who the heck knows how to fight against Greninja? You never see that character. And I was like, I don't know, man. Like, I guess you just kind of gotta not get hit by that. And then when you look at the start GG here, you see game one, Apokwa wins against Tempo's Ken, and then you see Tempo reverse 2-0s with a Greninja. So I think it clearly shows that maybe Apokwa hasn't studied that matchup since Turtfriend disappeared. So maybe there's a little bit of a Greninja problem going on there. I don't know. It's interesting. Like, there's clearly a history at this point, but I think the Greninja is a solid pick from Tempo now.
No, yeah, you could be right about that because I don't think we've had any like really solid Greninjas besides Turfwend.
He had to put the W in there.
Yeah.
It's so hard for me to say Turfwend with a straight face. But yeah, no, that's interesting.
Apparently he plays Tekken now.
Does he?
Yeah, apparently he plays Tekken. So I mean,
Interesting.
if we have any Tekken players at TCNJ, we might have to tap in.
Does he work at Target by chance?
What?
Did you see him at Target?
I might have.
Okay.
Okay.
He might have sold me a blue PS5 controller.
Interesting.
Maybe.
But anyway, that's that. That's set. And then for another interesting round one, we've both been sitting on this one
Uh-oh.
for a few days, Casey.
Here
and
we
I.
go.
So remember how
Tell them
a
what
couple weeks
happens.
ago, Casey beat me?
Yeah.
Well, then you see I had an epiphany. I went back to my roots and I realized Toon Link is the GOAT!
It turns out playing a top 20 character in the game just isn't enough, so he decides to go back to the TOON Link.
Yeah, I have to play a top 1 character.
So, yeah, you end up playing TOON Link against me in round 1 of winner's bracket, and it was a very interesting set. I ended up going Palu the whole way through. Obviously, I've dabbled with a couple other characters like Mega Man, even Captain Falcon earlier this week, but obviously I stayed true to the Palu in this match. Do you want to talk about this game 1?
Game 1, you absolutely cook me, I'm pretty sure, right?
No.
Wait, I won game 1?
No, no.
Yeah. You
Okay,
win
I won game 1. Game 1, I absolutely cooked Casey.
Stick to the script.
I'm going absolutely insane. I'm doing like bomb forward air and stuff. I'm doing forward tilt at the ledge. I think I did go crazy that game. Wasn't that like a 2-stock?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You won pretty handily. I was getting. I mean, actually, no, it's my fault. I was gonna say I was getting iced out because your Switch. We were playing on your setup, and you
Oh,
never
yeah.
used your Switch.
No,
And so we had to wait 10 minutes for your Switch to start charging so that we could play our set.
yeah.
Now we could have gone to another setup. We definitely could have, but I'm like, I don't want to give Nelson more issues because you see Nelson.
Oh,
you know how
stressed
Nelson is.
Man is stressed all the time.
He is losing hairs, bro. I swear.
He
at
can't
these
wait to
tournaments.
graduate.
So I'm like, I'm not gonna make this more complicated for him and like move our setup, and then when he calls another set, he's gonna have to they're gonna have to wait. So I'm like, let's just wait for our set. So we end up like waiting like 10 minutes, and I'm just like, dude, you need to start charging your Switch. And so game 1, I'm iced out, and like I lose pretty handily in the
Yeah.
2-stock. I also might have gotten outplayed the whole game, but besides that, all right.
Besides that, it was a robbery.
Exactly. And I know that because game 2, I take you to Battlefield and I destroy you.
Oh yeah, you
I'll
cooked me
wallop
game
you.
2. That's the game I was thinking was game 1.
I like 0 to death you.
Why did you
On
let
Battlefield.
him take you to Battlefield?
I don't know.
That was also interesting. I'm like, why did you not ban Battlefield?
Ban
That's-
Battlefield.
Yeah, that's honestly the worst throw of my life. If I'm being, this was the worse throw than when we played Mario Party.
I don't remember what the specific situation was in Mario Party, but
The way-
you ended up winning anyways, which was funny.
I did. The situation in Mario Party was I could have gone around the square in one of the maps to get like another like 10 stars, but I went the wrong way and I went all around the map
I
instead.
remember
But I still won the. Anyway.
Anyway, we all have Mario Party stories.
But anyway,
Game
so
3, you take me to Hollow.
yeah, I did. That was that was the mistake was corrected there. I took you to hollow.
Yeah, and that's a good stage for Toon Link. And you were, oh man, Toon Link.
Oh
I
yeah.
was so
Link.
nervous. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna win the run back. So I just started camping the whole game.
You were camping and I'm so done because every time I play against this guy, I'll space a backer on his shield and he'll just like up B like immediately.
Frame 1 up here.
Yeah.
It feels like it's frame
This
1.
is
And I'm like, I swear I'm getting out of this.
What
And
are you
then, like,
talking about? That's like frame 34.
And you'll also do the classic throw the bomb at me, jump read 4 there. I'm like, all right, I know you're gonna jump read 4 there, so I'm not gonna jump and I'm gonna punish you off of that. And then you hit me with Zaire because 4 there has no lag for some reason. This happens like 3 times. I'm like, all right, I'm done with approaching. I'm just gonna sit in the corner and spam auto rifle and explosive flame. The game goes for 6 minutes.
Oh,
The game
yes.
almost goes to time.
thank God it wasn't on stream.
Well, see, when you do the auto reticle thing, this is when I do full hop, throw a bomb. And then again, when you do it again, I do full hop, throw a bomb, and then that leads into full hop, throw a bomb.
Dude, this like incredibly just molasses slow match that was going was just taking years off of my life. I was so tired of it, man.
That's right. Not a Steve or Sonic player in the entire bracket, by the way.
Truly's just so annoying that I think I'm so done.
No, because the thing is too, like whenever you even like try and approach me, then it's like, because then you get dash attacked so easily. Because like Palutena's air mobility, it's good, right? But it's not like.
Oh my god, dude, your dash attack. What's funny is that Toon Link's dash attack isn't even like that good.
Oh,
it's just
no, it's busted.
It's
No.
It's-
I'm being dead serious.
it's good.
busted.
okay, because
Dude, it has like 7 frames of lag. So even if I hit your shield, it's like there's like a 50-50 shot.
dude,
you're
you
gonna react
cross me
quickly.
up
That's what I was
every
gonna say. Does
time.
it cross up?
I can't grab you.
It's like Game & Watch's dash attack. It just crosses up, so it's really annoying to deal
That's
with.
what was really annoying me. I kept trying to grab you because I'm like, that's just disciplined, like, smash
it's
fundamentals. That's fundies, all right? Because, like, obviously I'm threatening you with all these attacks, and that conditions you to shield.
Yeah.
Nope.
First off, for some reason, Toon Link is just like this tiny
It's
freaking
ungrabbable.
character, and it's just ungrabbable. All of your moves do enough shield stun to where I can't grab at a shield. Grabbing at a shield is, like, impossible. And then I'll down throw you, and you're so floaty that I can't do any down throw combos. Like, I down throwed you at like 2%, and you were able to get out of a back air.
Oh yeah.
Like, what are we doing? What do I do? So I start forward throwing you because
Hey,
like,
you
I
have-
still
you
have
have-
a positional advantage.
You have no excuse because Shineburst, when we played friendlies, he was doing the Marth side B tipper like kill at 40 thing on me as Toon Link.
I
That's
a different
Shineburst.
character.
Still,
That's a different character. What?
and Toon Link's hard to combo. Side B is hard. Palu back air is not hard.
Not all combos are the same. What?
Palu back air is easy.
This dude.
I play Palu, so it's not that easy.
Chat, tell me I'm right.
This dude played Cloud for 2 months. Go backer. Oh, I'm Spargo. I think I'm Spargo. I'm backer.
I played Roy
Wolf
for 2
before that.
days.
He played a wolf before that. All right, he's called backer.
Backer,
Guys,
backer.
I'm literally and be like, guys, I'm literally Jackal. Jackal is me. I'm literally him.
Hey, Jackal owes me $5.
And
Wait, Micah, do you know that story?
No?
Okay,
you're listen. Maybe it's the
Explain.
right message. Wrong messenger. All right.
no, I was
You don't get to tell me
no
that my
tangent,
backers are
tangent.
Tangent.
I was
We're definitely on topic.
We're so on topic. No, listen. Jackal did a sale on Metafy, $5 for a VOD review.
Oh,
you know what?
yeah.
I think I have heard
I
this one.
purchase a VOD review, and he accepts it, but manually accepts it, and doesn't give me the VOD review. So what I do, I start sending him numbers that look like IP addresses on Discord.
Oh my god.
He still doesn't respond, so I tweeted it, and it got like 100 likes.
It
And he
did.
still hasn't given me my VOD review, and he still owes me $5.
I think you just got to go to Fusion and be like, bro. Like,
If you see him at Fusion.
That's where. Anyway,
But you're trying to distract me from the fact that Toon Link is some cheese. I'm trying to use very choice words here. Palu sucks. Palu's actually a mid tier.
True.
All right. I'm glad Mike is here.
Unless it's against Game & Watch, then they're broken.
Yeah.
All
Yeah, this
right.
guy right here.
All right. Can you believe me? I'm in a room full of 2 people who are telling me that Toon Link is better than Palutena.
Toon Link's better. Toon Link better.
Low-key, it might be a better tournament character. It's like Palu against
That's
Incineroar.
what I'm saying.
It's the debate again.
That's what I'm saying. On paper.
See, I have a question. Did you get hit with Toon Link up B out of shield?
Yes.
Okay, see, here's the thing. I want to know what would happen if you played a character that didn't have a good up B out of shield.
Oh, I'm cooked.
Like with Wolf, like you don't have the best up B out of shield. Or even better, what if you played Game & Watch and had the best one?
Well,
Don't
give me ideas.
Do not make him play Game & Watch.
I'm starting to think Game & Watch is more of more of a balanced character than we're realizing.
No!
He's not that good.
He is the lightest character, or he's not even the lightest character in the game. Pichu is, but you know what I mean.
He's tied.
Okay, I will say, to be fair, you did the Atomic Bob where you like up B at ledge, and that should have killed me. And for some reason, I was able to, when I got from ledge, I was able to like roll out of it, and I've never seen that before.
That's crazy.
Okay, but another thing that happened was you literally forward smashed me in like the face. Like,
and you dodged it. How?
I don't know.
It was frame perfect. I swear on
The win box pushed me out of the hitbox.
Dude, on everybody's
the
soul.
win box.
On everybody's soul, except for mine. I hit that forward smash.
Hey.
I should have just forward tilted, really, but
We were 1 for 1 on robberies there, but yeah, you should have just forward tilted.
1 for 1. What is
All
this?
Oh, jeez.
Maybe 1 for like 2 million.
Man,
but we don't have to get into
next
it.
set. Next set.
Next
Next
set.
The mediator is saying next set.
What do you mean, mediator? They're the one throwing shade.
I'm the mediator now. We're moving on. We're
Watching
moving
the
on.
presidential debates.
Who's next on the
I also
list?
lost to Gajasa. Gajasa destroyed me. So
Yeah,
shout out to
you've had a
Gajasa.
tough-
He got some
yeah.
crazy
He-
combos on me,
he
so I
is
can't even
just
complain about
cracked.
that. Yeah, he did end up getting 5th. Now,
Oh,
Owen, you did also defeat BJR.
I did.
3-0.
That was a
Actually,
weird
wait,
one, too.
wait. Stop. Sorry. You lost the game to Ace of Julian.
Yeah, I did. I don't
How
know
are
what
you
happened
gonna
there.
beat me and then drop a game to Ace of Julian? I'm sorry.
I have
I have a
actually
Bowser
lost
problem.
a game to him too. I went game through when I played him.
He randomly locks in.
I have 2, but I was played Mega Man. And listen, this is a crazy Ace of Julian straight I'm doing. But I just saw that game 1, and I'm like, this dude really just beat me.
That same thing that happened.
But I'm sorry, Ace. I'm just mad. You're an
No,
awesome
no.
player. You
No,
did
we
not
love you,
deserve
Ace of
that.
Julian.
I remember the one game he beat me. I like accidentally input roll in on a platform at 30, and I got hit by fully charged up smash and like super died. And he just looks at me. He's like, "You want to run it back?" And I just like face palmed for a second, and I was like, the amount I'm locking in can't even be measured right now. I was like, I don't care. He's gonna have the least amount of fun possible.
Just don't let me lose to Ace of Julian,
I
please.
was like, you're getting juggled and you're getting a lot of bacon thrown in your face.
No, we love you, Julian.
No, we love you.
All fun.
He's been getting better too.
Oh,
like,
no,
unironically
he
though,
actually
like he's been getting
has.
better the game.
Yeah, no, he's actually like quite decent now, I would say.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then we have I got like 3 stocked by TFJ. That was not fun. Got to
Yeah.
taste my own medicine with the camping there. And then
True.
True.
I also have some choice for TFJ.
I've only played him in friendlies, and the nickname "the King of Only +3 matchups" shows because you actually would counterpick me in friendlies.
The CEO of +3s.
and then finally we had first of all, I beat BJR, 3 of his
Yeah,
characters.
3-0.
3-0.
Three different
But no, what
characters.
happened was we thought the set was over because we asked Nelson if it was best of 3, and he said no. And then we played the set, and then I get up, and Ace of Julian's like, "Why are you standing up?" and Sentinel's like, "Oscar, you're going on a run." I'm like, "Yeah," and then he makes me sit down and play him again. But I won.
And yeah, no, that was some confusion.
And then oh my god. And the set with Sentinel. Sorry, I'm talking about my run a lot, but I had this set with Sentinel. He goes, "I'm playing Ridley," as soon as we sit down. Every time my character touches him, he leans toward the monitor so close his nose is basically touching it. And he goes, What is this?" And then when I win the game, he stands up and walks across the room, throwing his hands up because I won one game with my main against his Ridley.
His Ridley's not bad.
It's really not.
Last summer, it was like a pocket character for him.
But then he played beat me 3 games in a row with Pithra. So
His Pithra's so annoying. It's so annoying.
up tilt, up tilt, up tilt,
up there, up
tilt.
there, up there.
Guys, I'm literally Cosmos. I'm literally Shuton, guys.
Okay, but like, did he SD after all that? Is he actually Cosmos?
Actually, yeah, a couple times. Yes. And then finally we had grand finals with TFJ and Wob. We had a double victory for TFJ. 3-0 the first time, and apparently Wob went Cat and Falcon and Young Link. So I guess
Fascinating.
Interesting.
Loki deserved. And then a 3-2 with with his Diddy Kong. Make sure I have to say Kong. And
Clarifying that on air is hilarious.
And that was that. Wob, I was kind of excited for Wob because there was a real chance of Wob winning his first rider here. A little disappointing, but it's what it is.
He's
TFJ
gonna get
is
there
very
soon,
good.
though. I think he's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
get there soon.
I remember like at the first hyperspaces he went to after taking a long hiatus against the game. Like I was destroying Wob, and now he beats me every time we play. I just cannot get around his Diddy Kong.
Yeah.
But what'd you guys think of this bracket overall?
No, it was good. It was good. I obviously I kind of underperformed. I went 1 and 2, had an SPR of -1. I think I checked. This was like one of my first like. This is my first like real like underperformance in like a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So it's honestly that was kind of comforting. You know, being like I've been doing so good over the past. I've been so consistent that for this to be a disappointing result, it's like it kind of shows how like I've kind of come a long way. So even though I didn't have the best bracket run, I still actually ended up feeling pretty good. Other than losing to this guy right here, which I just ruined my night, ruined my weekend.
Oh,
ruined my life.
we've always gone back and forth.
And yeah, we have.
We're a rivalry as old as time.
No, it has.
You're gonna beat me like next week.
I will say it's our rivalry is kind of elite.
Oh, for sure, dude. That one tweet you made that one time about like the Capitol riots. You know what I mean? It was like a guy in the Oval Office, and you said me and Oscar Wilde fan 69 squaring up in the Oval Office.
I remember that. I didn't know where you were going with that, and I finally remembered. Yeah, I remember we were fighting in the Oval Office. Yeah, that's what it feels like every time we play, because it's always super intense.
And that's just about going to do it for this segment. Coming up, we have a fun activity related to TCNJ Pocket characters. We have Gray beating Wheezy, and then finally we have Cavalier Clash 6. I'm going to play you something, and then we will be right back. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're enjoying the show. Real quick, before we get back into it, if you're interested in following the host on Twitter, you can find me at O_Buck_King, and you can find Casey at CaseyNoah. And if you'd like to listen to the show after it airs, you can find the YouTube link on my Twitter. That's O_Buck_King. Thank you so much for listening, and let's get back into it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the weekly Smash Rap. Thanks for hanging out with us. And right now, we've got an ongoing, brand new major, Cavalier Clash 6, that was born out of a controversy, with Luminosity Gaming. And now we have a couple interesting performances from our own region, Tri-State, most notably Pharaoh. Mike, would you like to take this one away?
Sure, of course. So Pharaoh has had a pretty good run so far, and the biggest upset he has had was Cola in round 1 of Top 64. It was game 5, and I saw some like iPhone recording. I think it was like last
I know what you're
hit.
talking about.
Yeah, and got a nice read with up tilt up air, and to close it out, then he beat PK Chris, and then got a game on Gluto before dropping into losers, and then
He also beat
unfortunately,
Smub.
yeah, that's the other one I was going to touch on, because I think the last time they played, Smub took it, and that was a very, very good set. I was watching that one live yesterday.
Yeah.
Great call outs, just, absolute class.
And then afterwards, Pharaoh tweeted, "I am the best Yoshi in North America. Don't forget it."
Mm-hmm.
He's
Don't
out for
forget
blood. We've also got Mr. Muggs getting 25th.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know about this.
He did. He got 25th.
Yeah.
He was seeded
Oh, he
103rd.
beat Luxa. Okay, that's like the best
He got,
Ike or something like
he
that.
got an upset over Haunter GV, which is a Steve that regularly spars with Shiny Mark at locals and can take it over Shiny Mark.
Oh wow. Okay, so we got Steve Slayer over here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and speaking of Steve, so this tournament has been pretty hype, but we do have one issue that the Smash community has been chittering about lately, and that is there are 12 Steves in top 64. And if you look at the breakdown where like every number of characters in top 8 gets its own tier, it's like everyone else, like 3 tiers, and then Steve at the very top.
With 12 characters. Yeah, no, this is insane. I mean, most notably, we saw Susu 3-0 light in a very janky set,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just a definitive Steve set where you got the meme video where it's like a Steve player getting destroyed by Fox, gets one jab, and then everything is awesome from the Lego movie starts playing. That's basically like kind of how it felt. Once again. And I mean, Susu obviously going on an amazing run, being Jackal and 0 to none as well. They're in
yes.
they're in Winner's Side top 8, and this is just the world that we live in.
This
In
is
fact,
the Steve meta.
yeah, in Winner's Quarters, Pocket or Anin, the Steve player, also was in Winner's Quarters, and Syrup was also in Winner's Quarters.
Yep.
So we had 3 Steves in the Winner's Quarterfinals alone.
And I saw this tweet from Mr. M, which I actually thought was interesting. It was like, are we too late to talk about a Steve ban and Ultimate's lifespan? Because I'm starting to think like he's really a centralizing character, and that light set is just like,
Yo, breaking news, guys. Steve is now officially banned from my house.
oh, let's go.
I've been trying to ban it from my apartment, but my roommate actually only plays Steve.
I do know about that.
I've been trying to get him to come to a tournament. The one time he did come, it was when
He played
TC and J.
Ridley.
He
right?
played Samus.
Oh, Samus.
But it was when TC and J had Steve banned, and he like hated it so much, and he was like, "I'm never coming."
You
back.
know what's hilarious? That's the one person that the Steve ban is actually applied
that actually
to.
affected? Because nobody plays Steve here.
Yeah,
like,
and
nobody plays.
And
him.
when Z-Boss Gaming started going to TC and J stuff, that was after the Steve ban was lifted.
Mm-hmm.
And not surprisingly, Z-Boss has gotten top 8 at what, multiple tournaments?
Noticing.
Hashtag noticing. And then finally we have the Cavalier Clash top 8 going on right now. To see how that's going.
Cola just beat Wrath 3-1.
Nice.
So
Let's go.
good for him.
He's good against Sonic players.
Shiny Mark versus Light should be up next.
Mm.
I feel like that sounds really bad for Light, right?
The
I
edge
would think
guarding
so.
could be
Yeah.
hard.
And Shiny Mark is a real defensive Pikachu.
Oh,
so
Yeah, for sure.
It'll be interesting because that's like one of the most offensive players ever, and then one of the most defensive players
in the
ever.
defensive meta, yeah.
yeah.
And it's like, too, like, I feel like most of Light's game plan, I don't know, I think it comes from mostly whiff punishing, so that's going to
Yeah.
be very
And that dude does
interesting.
not whiff. He never does. And then you have Syrup versus Gludo in winter semifinals.
I think it would be so funny if Gluto beat Syrup with his Link.
That's what I was thinking.
Low key.
That would
Hey,
be...
we got Delta Force at home.
That's what I'm saying. It would be Delta Force Deluxe. It would be generational.
It would.
Please, Gluto.
And then you have Susu versus Spargo.
Oh my god.
Prayers out for Susu. They're about to catch a. I'm trying to think of a white people phrase right now to properly.
Hey, if
They're in for a knuckle sandwich.
wait, Susu plays Steve, right?
Yeah.
If Spargo loses it, that's gonna be the last straw.
Oh, okay. If Susu wins that, people do not check Twitter
Oh no!
or check Twitter if you like seeing that kind of debate. Who do you guys,
No! Wait!
Who do you guys think will win this whole thing though?
Like,
And why is it Spargo?
Why is it Spargo?
it's like it's always a safe bet to say Spargo, right? Like he's number one for a reason.
Yeah.
Even when he has like slight underperformances, like Genesis,
like that Young Link moment.
Like, yeah, okay, that combo was crazy.
That
by the way,
was crazy.
like it's like he's one of those people you just can never count them out. and he could probably take it. And I'm looking at the bracket, and I think it's likely. I think all the people that might give him issues are in losers.
Yeah.
You think Cola might be one of those?
If Cola can make, I mean, yeah, I think the last that they played was the Luminosity Invitational, and Cola won.
Oh.
I think Light could be a problem, Shiny Mark could be a problem, but those are all people.
Is Cola getting past Susu if Susu
That's
loses?
true. Cola